Hey everybody, Justin here from League Leaders, and I got another mail call, and I'm pretty confident that these are all 1968. So let's pull them aside here and start opening them up and take a look at what we got. All right, first up, these. By the way, these cards are in the 1968 Top 20 break that we'll be doing with COG on their live stream on Tuesday. Not sure which Tuesday, this week. Actually, today's Tuesday. Oh, today's the 75. So good luck everybody in 75. So we have a Lou Brock in a PSA 5. This was a really beautiful PSA 5 too, by the way. I personally feel this card's undergraded. But you know how that grading is. It's all about how they feel that day. All right, next up. Oh, this one's got their business card in it. Even though I do tons of business with them, they still got to remind me who they are. Another really nice card. We got the 68 Palmer in a SGC 5. Really sharp corners on this. The 68s look awesome in the tuxedos. All right. Up next, my favorite MVP of the 68 World Series, Bob Gibson, the PSA 5. Also another very lovely 5. Beautiful card. This 68 set's really hard to find in a great condition because of the burlap they used. All right, next up is another tuxedo, SGC 5, Steve Carlton. This one's got wicked sharp corners. Not really sure where the 5 came on this one. Could be the back coloring maybe, a little bit. It's hard to know. Maybe in the future we'll get like detailed reports on why a card got a thing. Up next is a letter. Oh, this is a nice one. SGC 55, Hank Aaron. I got 2 Hank Aarons in this break because I picked them up at the same time. The other one, which is a Beckett BVG, I think that one might also be a 5.5. For whatever reason, here's a little tip if you want to buy graded cards. If you go to the half grade, sometimes you can get the half grade better than you can get a full grade or the grade lower. So a 5, sometimes it's cheaper to get the 5.5. I don't know if it's the hobby. People, collectors are like weird about that grade specifically, the half grades. But man, some of my best deals are always on the half grades. And I don't really care about the grade, to be honest. I'm buying the card. And you'll hear a lot of the vintage guys, especially if you watch Double D. Double D will tell you, buy the card. The slab to me is just protecting the card. So there we go. But, you know, also it's an investment for a lot of people, so I get why they want a specific grade. Maybe you're building a set like I did, where you want to have like the highest grade, or you want to compete on the PSA thing, so you only get PSA slabs. You know, the more I got into it, the more I was just like, hey, I'm collecting cards. I'm not doing an investment. And whatever you do, doesn't matter to me. Just use your strategy, I guess. Just collecting cards just isn't an investment to me. These bags are cool. Diamond Princess uses these bags. I've just only recently started seeing these bags, which is crazy. These are pretty awesome. So I saved these. I saved Diamond Princess sent me like 20 of them. Look at that, Roger Maris in the St. Louis Cardinals. Looks weird, but I love the Cardinals. This is Maris's last card. This is a PSA 5. Very short career. Roger Maris and a 5. At least all these cards came in a bubble mailer. I don't know about you, but recently I've been getting cards in plain white envelopes, which is fine if I'm buying a dollar card and I don't want to pay for shipping. Not fine when you're buying graded slabs, specifically vintage slabs. I think that is a kind of a poor way to do business. But some, if you're doing this as a business and you're trying to make as much money as you possibly can, I can see why people do it. But trust me, you will not get any repeat customers. I have a list of people who ship me cards in envelopes, and I pay $4 for shipping. That's no bueno to me. Rod Crew, I think Rod Crew is very, very, very underrated in the card collecting community. You can get his cards, great prices. Here's his All-Star Rookie Cup card, I love the Cup cards. I don't know how anybody else feels. I love the Cup cards. These were the original chase cards for me, getting the Cup cards. So I love them. I have a personal love of the Cup card, even though I know they're not the most valuable cards, but to me, they're the dopest. The original inserts. Not even an insert, because that's what their card was, but it was cool when you got one of those. All right, that person did a good job packaging. I appreciate that. I know who that came from. I know who this one came from, so I know the package is good on this one as well. All these cards, once again, will be in the 68 COG break. You can go to League Leaders. Ooh, this is a really nice 5. Really, really nice 5. Brooks Robinson, greatest third baseman defensively of all time. Maybe the greatest defensive player of all time. I personally have a bias to Ozzie Smith because I grew up watching Ozzie Smith. So Ozzie's my guy. Brooks was towards the end. I didn't get to see the beginning of his career. But man, a lot of hardware for him. Him and Ozzie, they'd fill up a whole room, although I believe Ozzie has sold off all of his stuff, all of his rings, not all of his rings, he only got one ring, 82. But I think he auctioned off all of his Gold Glove trophies and all of his stuff that he won. By the way, the people who, I buy a lot of cards and move a lot of cards. The people who use the most tape are the worst. There's too much packing tape. And that's really not a requirement. Next up, another guy who I think is very undervalued in the card collecting community. Willie McCovey. If you want to start picking up vintage stuff, he's a great person to pick up. This is a PSA 6. This is a beautiful example, beautiful slab. I love the 68 set. This is probably the 3rd time now I've broken it. Oh, this is not the full set. This is the top, but I've already done 2 other 68 breaks. I just love that set. I know people don't like the burlap, which is fine. The big reason why I like it is because it's really hard to find in good condition. So it's like a hunt. You're like hunting for something, which I like. I like the hunt. I like being a curator. I like finding really great deals. I like finding good undervalued cards. I also like getting them into people that are going to hold them, keep them, and appreciate the card. Well, I know some people do it as an investment and they flip cards. You usually see that more with the modern. Vintage people usually hang on and wait until they're ready and old, and they'll set up a table at a convention and go around. I have a buddy in California, Shoebox Cal, and that's what he does. He's older gentleman. He's retired now, and he just goes to whatever shows he wants to go to, and he makes enough money where it's worth it, and he gets to hang out with some of his buddies, and I think that's cool. I don't know how anybody else feels about these slabs, but when I hold all of the slabs, this one feels the best. This has the best feel. I think it has the new label is 1,000,000 times better than that old green Oscar the Grouch thing they had going. I love these slabs. I love how crystal clear. Look how crystal clear they look. I hope that CSG comes up and it's like SGC, where it's like, yeah, I'm cool with getting my vintage cards graded by them because they look good in here. Granted, they look great in tuxes too. But PSA, this is such a flimsy, it's cheap. It feels cheap. If you look at an old PSA label, the labels start wrinkling. PSA, I get it. They have all the value. and you know, they were established and they've been there and they've held it and they deserve it. But sometimes other companies provide a better quality product. Now, does the grade, once again, I don't buy the grade. These are all in the fives, all mid grades, because this is where I can get, you know, and source some really great deals and it still be affordable. And I don't like going too low because who wants to have a graded, you know, really low grades, unless it's super big cards. So I love these slabs. I actually get a lot of cards graded by them now. Mostly because ComC has a great setup, and I love ComC. I just go through them. It's 15 bucks, and I like how the vintage looks in it. Now, I could be totally wrong, and it could be not worth, you know, they are the cheaper of the slabs, but, you know, Beckett used to be big in this game, and now Beckett slabs are really a big discount, you know, mostly because they... Ooh. This is crazy. I've never seen so many bags. Interesting. Good shipper. Good shipper. Good shipper because I know who it is. And they put the Handle with Care sticker on it. And they had to. Now, my favorite thing is to watch Rusty Nuts and Snake. I love listening to Snake's Yaz Kostremski's. Maybe it's because I'm from the area. That's Carl Yastrzemski. And he's wicked good. This guy here, Mad Home Runs guy. I'm a huge fan of Yaz. I think Yaz is like one of the greatest players of all time. But I could be biased because I'm from the area. And Yaz was like our Mickey Mantle, like the best since Ted Williams. So there's a PSA 5, and let's see, we got one more here. I've still yet to decide what Nolan Ryan rookie we're going to put in this. I know Snake and Rusty Nuts have a SGC2 that they hit out of a League Leaders box, which would be cool. But after talking to them a few times, I think they are reluctant on wanting to let that card go. And I don't blame them. And that's cool hitting that and then getting it graded and it come back, which coming back a 2 was a little disrespectful. I felt that card was better than a 2. But when you look at Nolan Ryan's, anyone that comes back not authentic is a bonus because it seems like all of those cards end up being trimmed. And I got a kick out of when they pulled the Nolan Ryan and a whole bunch of YouTubers were in the channel like, that card's trimmed, no way, trimmed. Nobody said sorry after when it came back a 2. But that's cool. I got you. Just unsub from your channel. What's up? We got here, Justin. You're petty. I know, but that's what I am. SGC Tuxedo. Roberto Clemente. Don't call him Bob. He didn't like that. I don't know why they put it on the card. Beautiful card. All right, these cards are in the 1968 Top 20 League Leaders break. Thanks for checking out my mail call. I hope to see you in the break. There's 18 spots left. This will probably be my last break before my wife and I head off to Colorado to see my daughter. Let's put this on the screen. I won this, by the way, if somebody would like to crack that open. My wife and I are heading to Colorado here to watch our daughter graduate from Colorado State with a PhD in neuroscience. Yeah, I'm boasting a little bit because I'm a dummy and I didn't get a great degree like that. And we're expecting, she's also at the very same time she's graduating, having our 4th granddaughter. We don't have any grandsons yet, but we have 4 granddaughters. Well, we're going to have 4 granddaughters. She's expecting her 2nd, our 4th. So we're going to be gone for a while. So I'm going to be shutting down League Leaders. I really haven't found anybody interested in running it while I'm gone. So, hey, we're just going to be gone, and I don't have a timetable when we're going to be back. We're just going to spend time. And that's it. So thanks for watching. Jump into my breaks, and I'll see you soon. Bye.